What's going on, guys? In this video, we'll be going over a TradingView tool. Okay, so as soon as you type in tradingview.com, or if you use our link that's in the app, it'll take you to this screen. Right after you sign up, right, pick a plan, which is the basic plan. Right, it'll redirect you to this screen. Okay, so to access your chart, simply you'll see the chart. It's located right next to. It's in between brokers and the more. Okay, so once you click the chart. Okay, for you guys, it might be it's gonna be a white screen. Okay, so I just have dark mode on my chart. So if you want to access dark mode, you'll click the three dashed lines on the top left, and you will see dark color theme. Okay, so you guys looks like this. If you want dark mode, I just like mine a little dark. You can just switch it to dark mode. Okay. So in this video, I'm not going to be going over the charts. I'm not going to be going over any pairs, just simply where, the tools are, what everything means, how to search up pairs, how to add pairs to your watch list, how to add indicators, things like that. Okay, so we're going to start with the very top where you see the symbol, okay, the currency pair, NZD/JPY. Okay, if you click on that, you are able to search any pair, stock, futures, crypto, index that you want. Okay. So symbol search, you'll just type in whatever pair you are looking for, and they will appear. You'll just click on them, and it'll take you to the currency pair of your choosing. Okay. Still at the top where you see the times, these are the time frames. Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys star the important time frames. So star the month, the week, the daily time frame, the 4-hour time frame, the 2-hour, the 1 hour, and the 15. The 1 minute and the 5 minute is not essential, but at least the 15. Okay, so what these time frames are is essentially it's the same data. Okay, so we're still looking at NZD/JPY. Okay, the higher time frames are going to give you the play for a long-term play. So higher time frames are mainly for swing traders. Okay, so the monthly is simply means each candle represents 1 month worth of data. Okay, so as you see here at the bottom, at the bottom is where your date is going to be. Okay, as you can see, as I'm moving from candle to candle, as you see, December 1st, 2016, January 2nd, 2017, February 1st, 2017. Okay, it's just telling us each candle represents 1 month worth of data. Okay, so if we lower the time frame, still looking at NZD/JPY. Okay, so still the same currency pair, still the same data, just in a different period of time. Okay, each candle now, because I'm on the weekly time frame, each candle represents 1 week worth of data. Okay, so Monday through Friday. Sunday 5 p.m. till Friday 5 p.m. Okay, and as I go down to daily, each candle represents a day. Okay, as you see, February 9th, February 7th, February 5th, 4th, 3rd, so on and so forth. Okay, on the right-hand side, this is where price would be located. Okay, so each currency pair is going to have a different price. So if I switch to a different currency pair, now we're looking at Euro CAD. As you can see, different pricing, but the price is still on the side. Date is on the bottom. Okay, so the time is on the bottom. The price is on the side. Okay, as far as your tools go, so right under the cross is where you would find your trend line, your horizontal line. Okay, so your trend line is used to mark up and down trends. Your horizontal line is used to mark support and resistance, and your vertical line is used to mark your place while you're flipping through the time frames. Okay, so you can go ahead and star those three. Okay, those three you're going to be using mainly. Okay, so right under the trend line tools, you will see, okay, this is all your pitchforks, your fibs, and all that good stuff. The main tool that we use out of this whole section is the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, so go ahead and start that as well. Okay, and right under the fib, you have your brush, your path tool, rectangle. So your path tool, you can go ahead and start that in your rectangle. So the path tool is used to mark up your charts to just give you a visual of where you're predicting price to go. So for an example, I'm gonna go to a currency pair that I've already marked up. The blue arrows is the path tool. Okay, so it's used to just mark up your charts and give you a visual of where you're trying to, where you're trying to buy and where you're trying to sell. Okay, it just gives you a visual. Okay, your rectangles, we also use that to mark up support and resistance because we use cycle levels on our charts. So we don't like to use horizontal lines because there's just going to be too many lines on the screen. So if you do use cycle levels, then a rectangle is going to be a great tool for you. Okay, right underneath the brush, you have this is your text tools. Okay, so if you're marking higher highs, higher lows, things of that nature, you would use the text tool. Okay, so all you would do is click on it, place on the screen, this menu will appear, you would just type. Okay, you can change the color, the font size, right, bold, do all that. Okay, now underneath, right, the next tool section, the long and short positions. Okay, so these tools aren't going to help you, actually enter into a trade. Okay, they're not going to give you any confirmations, any confluences, nothing like that. Okay, this is just when you are in the trade so that you can, track how far it is from TP on your chart. So for an example, a long position is for a buy. Okay, so you would grab your tool, your long position, and you would click on the screen. Okay, and then you can adjust it from there. Okay, you'll put it at your entry. The red zone is your stop loss. Okay, and the green zone is your TP. Okay, it just helps give you a visual when you're planning on taking the trade, and when you enter into the trade. It gives you a nice little visual of where price currently is, and where you entered and everything like that. Okay, so next is the measuring ruler. Okay, so this is how we measure our pips. Okay, so the measuring tool. Okay, and wherever you plan to measure from. So I'm gonna just measure this. I'm gonna measure from down here at 102,600. Okay, so you would click from wherever you want to drag to and from. Okay, and then you would click again to place it so that you can move the mouse. Okay, and how you read the pips is you just disregard the last number. Okay, so the last digit you just disregard. So as you see, this says 3.288. You just disregard the last number. That's 228 pips. I mean, 328 pips, my fault. Okay, so just another example. Okay, Again, you'll just disregard the last number. This is 232 pips. Okay, again, just disregard the last number. This is 80 pips. Okay, so I think you guys get the gist. Okay, and at the very bottom, you have the little eye icon with the drawing tool, right, with the little paintbrush. This is just so you can hide your lines and your drawings, so you can just look at price action. So like obviously, if you use cycle levels, as you up the time frames, the lines get a lot smaller and you can't really see. That's when this comes in handy. The little eye icon, you click it, it hides all the drawings, right? And then once you click it again, everything will come back. Okay. On the right hand side, okay, on the right hand side is your watch list. Okay, so if you have a couple pairs that you look at on a consistent basis, you can put them on your watch list so that you don't have to search them up every time. So you can just have them here so you can scroll through them. Okay, so in order to add a pair to your watch list, okay, at the very top right, you will see a square with a couple, couple dashed lines at the top. You'll click on that. Your watch list will appear. Okay, you'll have a plus symbol at the top. You'll click that, and you'll search up any pair that you are looking for. So I'm just gonna add AUD/USD. Okay, once you click on it, it'll add it to the bottom of your list. Okay. Okay, so that's your watch list. Okay, so up top, where you see indicators, that's how you are able to add any indicators. This search bar will pop up, and this is where you are able to search up any indicators you're looking for, like MACDs, EMA, MAs, all that. Okay, up top where you see the little clock, okay, the alert. So instead of watching your chart, waiting for a retest, you can just set an alert, and TradingView will send you a notification through your app, email, whichever you set up. Okay, so like we see here, I'm waiting for a retest of the 81,300 level, okay, all the way down here. But instead of, watching my chart until it gets down there, I could set an alarm. Okay, I can set an alert. Okay, so once you click the alert, it's going to ask you for a value. The value is the price that you are waiting on. So I'm currently waiting on 81,300. So that's what I would put, right? 81,300. Okay, for the expiration time, click on it and move it back as far back as possible. Okay, just so your alert doesn't expire before the trade hits the current price you're waiting for. Okay, so put the expiration date as far back as possible. Okay, the alert action, you can have TradingView send you an email, notify on the app. You can get the TradingView app on your phone as well, and it'll show a pop-up. So it'll alert your computer and your phone, and you can have it send you an email. Okay, it's gonna send you to the email that you signed up with TradingView. Okay, so the alert name, you can name it whatever you want, and okay, you can name it whatever you want. In the message, you can say write yourself a little okay, retest. Write yourself a little message, click create. Okay, so if you're on the basic account, the free account in TradingView, you will only be allowed to set one alert. Okay, so you'll only be allowed one alert. Okay, once you upgrade to TradingView Pro, it'll give you an unlimited amount of alerts. Okay, so if if alerts is something that helps you as a beginner, you won't need it as much. But as you go on in your trading career, you alerts will start being a lot helpful, a lot more useful to you, so you don't look at the chart as staring at the chart as much. Okay, at the very bottom left, the star. Okay, the star is all the tools that you starred that we have starred. So the trend line, horizontal line, the fib, okay, the rectangle, the path. That's what the star means right here. Okay, so once you click on it, right, once it's lit up blue, all your tools that you starred will appear, so that you don't have to go back and looking for them on the side. You can just have them right here at the top. Okay, if you hover over them, it'll tell you exactly what they are. Okay, if you ever want that to disappear, you'll just click the star and it'll be gone. Okay, the trash can is how you delete everything on your screen. Okay, so if you click the trash can, it's going to delete everything on your screen. Okay, so if you accidentally hit the trash can, don't panic. You're still good. You can hit the undo button at the top right next to the replay. Okay, so if you ever delete something by accident, you can always go to the undo. Okay, and at the top, in order to save your chart, okay, it's gonna have you name the chart at first. There's gonna be a little cloud button, little cloud icon up top, right next to the settings. You'll just click that and it will save. If it's your first time saving a chart loadout on TradingView, it's gonna have you, name it, name your chart. And once you name it, every time you come back on TradingView, once you click chart, it's gonna be, the only chart that appears.